Hello, hello. Let's get this going, shall we? Just a couple quick minutes until 7. I'm going to pull you up on my screen so I can see you and we can have a discussion. That's my favorite part about this. My desk is probably in the same state you saw it in last week. If you guys are going to chat, don't forget to go up to the top and select live chat instead of top comments. Everything looks good. All right. Let me know you're here. Give it a thumbs up if you will. Please and thank you. Oh, yeah. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, do you like Deb or Deborah or Debbie? I promise I will try to remember. I can't promise that I will remember. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Dina. Look at your little names in green. That makes me so happy. I'm so glad you guys are here. That makes sense. All right. I will probably go with Deb. It will just be so easy. Did you guys work on anything over the weekend? I thought about my journal a lot. Sometimes it's hard when it sits over here and because I don't work on it without you. So I know it's here and I want to play in it sometimes, but I just gotta hold off. Man, I'm loving so much about it now. It's crazy. Hi, thanks for being here. Yeah, welcome. So I was doing lives. Okay, so this is lives for my Patreon group, but we're swapping from Patreon to YouTube. And while we were doing that, I thought we should probably try out YouTube first. So all of November is free, has been free for anybody who catches the lives. So it's kind of new. So that may be why you hadn't caught it before. And thank you for saying so. Could you tell I was like, don't seem like you don't know who that is? I do now, though. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, so just moving, just moving to YouTube, and we are, yeah, it's fun. It's better. YouTube has been so much better. Like the time between me commenting or doing something and then you guys responding is so much quicker on YouTube. It's so nice. We were doing Patreon lives on Facebook, but like most of the time there would be an interruption. Sometimes I couldn't connect at all, and I have not had any of those problems since we switched to YouTube. And I'm going to tell everybody and their mom, YouTube lives are awesome. And when they do disconnect, like we can connect back to the same live. It's so nice. Like there's just a small interruption, but it lets us connect right back to the same feed and same link. Like I'm loving it. But I'm glad you're here. What do you guys want to do? Oh, you bought yourself a Ranger heat gun? It is so nice, isn't it? No way, Deb. The next part's easy. Hi, Nancy. How you doing? Look at all those green names. Oh, that makes me happy. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for being here even if you didn't subscribe. I'm just glad to connect. I said that months and months ago when I started doing lives. It's just so nice to connect with people because we aren't connecting in person. It's been good. It's been good for my art soul, that's for sure. Yeah, that heat gun is pretty awesome, isn't it, Dina? Just have to start that work. So I'm coming in with, no thoughts, no real plans tonight. I would like to finish this bit. I'm loving flipping through the pages as they're, mostly finished. This guy could use a little something. The back of this definitely needs a little bit of work. But I don't know that I want to add anything to this. I know we've talked about that a little bit. Just flipping through stuff here. These pages are done to me. I'm good with those. I think this needs some work, so I might work on this tonight. I love this and this, how this reads over. And last week, I think I talked about wanting to work on this page, but actually, I love this page so much like it is right now. Like, it's kind of like a little weird collage bit. That doesn't mean I'm done with it, but I'm happy with it right now. So this spread is nice. Again, finishing off something here. I hate this page still. I don't hate it. That's unfair. I don't hate it. But I don't love it. So I might work on this a little bit tonight. I got out this roll. I love collecting these. I have maybe 7 or 8 of them. They're vintage cash register rolls. And the paper is so fragile. And it's before they started using thermal paper, right? So it's actual paper. Well, I mean, thermal paper is paper too, but it has ink on them. It's printed. It's, has all these gorgeous numbers on them. I love them. So I have a few of them, and I've tried not to open all of them, but this one was calling to me because of the numbers on it. So I want to work this into the journal somehow tonight, and maybe I can collage it on these pages and cover up some of this plant. I don't know. It got really black. Oh, but I know that I need something on these pages too. I think these pages just don't lend themselves very well to the rest of the journal yet. Is there anything you guys want to see specifically? Because sometimes that can get me going in the right direction. Ooh, look at that though. I like that there. I'm going to glue that down because I like it. It looks really nice on that vintage 7-dot studio paper too. Okay, let's see where. I might do that, Dina. That's a pretty good idea. I don't know why. Maybe I don't like it because it just got so dark and vibrant, and I don't know. I just know that I'm not a huge fan. And I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say that too. Like, probably just cover it up already and stop worrying about it, huh? But again, one of the great things... Oh, there's a hole. How cool is that? One of the great things about this journal has been I just work on the pages as I'm inspired to work on them. And it has had really great results. Like, good stuff has come so much. I know it is different than the others. Dina says that page that I don't like is very, oops, a little far over, different than the others. And it's super different. And so I think if I just come in with a paintbrush and maybe just start sort of working it and maybe do a little collage on it, I may end up finding some more respect for it. Oh yeah, these pages are turning into sort of collagey and fun, and that's nice. So this journal, for the record, I got an email that asked, because I'm switching from Patreon to YouTube supporters, if they would have access to the old Patreon videos or how they might do that. So just so everyone knows, I am going to eventually switch all of the all of the old Facebook Live videos to YouTube so that anybody who subscribes will be able to go back and watch all those. And that is all of this. That's this journal. This started out as a Bag of Bones junk journal workshop that I taught at Stamp and Scrapbook Expo last year or the year before. And then when I started doing lives for my Patreon members, all these different pages that have been worked in here have been done in Patreon. So on live, in a discussion, talking about the process I'm going through, all of that stuff. So I think that I know that I will be downloading all those on Facebook and then doing a tiny bit of editing and re-uploading them to YouTube, so that if you become a supporter, you will have access to those. And then all of my Patreon members who are coming over to YouTube will also still be able to access those videos. So it just might take me a little while. All right, yeah, so I'm sick of thinking about it. And that's the great thing about mixed media or art in general, where we all get a creative license. And I don't like this piece, and I've thought about it for weeks on weeks, and I'm just gonna pull it out. It is in with gel medium, so I may not be able to get very many pieces of it off. Like, in fact, I think I started to pull at my house on that one, so I'll slow down a bit, but I can do what I want. It's my book. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. Don't tell anybody you just heard that. Whoops, tore through that page. Okay, so instead of tearing through, because that sucks, I'm going to put some masking tape down, and I'm going to put some gesso down and maybe some book text. Yeah, do a little collage work and then see what comes from that. How about that? Because there are parts of this that I like, and I kind of didn't want to do that, so that's okay. Let's see. I have masking tape. Have masking tape will travel. I miss traveling. How's everyone staying sane? I think I mentioned it once already, but if you would, please, should you like what you're seeing or enjoy being here or any of the above, go ahead and give the live a thumbs up, please. Thank you. There's so much gel medium and stuff on this page. My tape doesn't want to stick at all, like not even a little bit. So we're just going to give it a little help. Yoo-hoo to the rescue. So Dina said she got a heat gun this weekend. Did anybody do any art? Get any pages done, or maybe some ATCs, or start on Christmas cards, anything like that? I am so not doing Christmas cards. I am going to do a cookie swap, and my friend has been so kind. She says, like, no one has to get together because in Las Vegas we are in a stay-at-home order, and if it doesn't do its job, then we will be going back into quarantine. So everyone's kind of trying to do their part. I mean, kind of, because obviously some people didn't. That's why we're back in this position. But so she arranged a cookie swap, and we'll just drop our cookies off at her house, and she'll take care of it all, so that none of us are breathing on each other or anything like that. So I'm not doing Christmas cards, but I'm thinking about doing a cookie exchange. Hi, Pam. So glad you could make it. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting that. I'm pulling up my house there. Oh, whatever. Let's do it. Okay. It's hard, isn't it, Nancy? I mean, the thing is, if everyone would just do it, then it would solve the issue. But not everyone will do it. So, you know, there's going to have to be some consequences. I think, and people get all hullabaloo when the government comes in and says, you know, follow the rules or there's consequences. But we're trying, like, they're trying to save people's lives, you know, and I say just wear your damn mask. Ooh, Lisa, yeah. Nancy's in Michigan. Lisa, yes, we want to see. So my favorite part about Bag of Bones, and I think I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again, is I love seeing the bits and pieces that you guys pick up from your own stuff. So I know quite a few of you bought the kit, but I adore seeing the vintage things and the like personal bits that you have that you are adding into your Bags of Bones. I love it. And I was just editing a new module for Bag of Bones. So if you bought into Bag of Bones, you're in, you're good. 17 bucks. Every time I add a new module, it's yours, man. It's all yours. So be on the lookout for that next week. But it's really cool. It's cool. I plan on adding modules once or twice a month. And it's just going to be, you know, little bits and pieces of different ways that I add to my journal. And yeah, it's seriously a good deal. I swear, $17, and I'll show you a whole bunch of really cool things you can do inside your junk journals now that you have them sort of base done. All right, so we're just kind of coming in and truly, I just need to cover some stuff up. Oh, you did post it? I don't know. Did I comment? I don't know if I got a notification. I will look, though, after the live is done. All right, so I'm just covering stuff up with gesso at this point. I know that I like gesso. It gives me a good base. I'm kind of starting over on this page. I'm enjoying the texture that is on this page. Like, there's a ton of it now between the bag and, you know, this resin paper, this little house, the gel medium that I put over this gross black leaf that I drew. So it's okay. I don't mind that I wasn't happy with it, and I'm coming in and covering stuff up because I already am liking it better, which is nuts, right? Hi, Amelia. All right, so get some more gesso happening. And I think, yes. All right, I'm gonna give it a quick dry and then go over it another layer, and then I'm already loving it again, which is great. That's great, because I want to love it. So I'm gonna do another layer of gesso, and then I'm gonna come in with some different papers and do a little collaging. Nancy, you say that, but you get lots of work done. You share stuff all the time. You know, I liked that Dina Wakely live today, and so I've done that. Not that, I need to say, I've done similar things in the past where it's nice to just get something done sometimes, you know. It doesn't have to be a huge, long, involved project. And so, yeah. Just, maybe give yourself a couple smaller things to work on so that you have a closer end goal. What do you think about that? If you guys didn't see it today, Dina Wakely did a pretty cool live where she just made like a small little book really quickly for anybody and everybody on her Facebook page. Oh yeah, that's what, okay, so while I'm here, because I kind of jacked that up a little, just kind of blend that in some. Oh, that's so cool. That's a great idea. I was at an estate sale way years ago. It was before I moved to Las Vegas, so over 8.5, 9 years ago, and I got 3 huge boxes of patterns, and like I have so many that I still sometimes wrap Wow Studio orders in them. Thank you, Anna. I use it a lot, so I'm very familiar with it. That's my secret. I love this house, like peeking out. It looks like it's coming out of the fog now, out of the mist, which I was a little upset that I was going to lose the house, but I didn't lose it. Now it just is very, very neat. All right. Ooh, it's rough. Well, it is. I was gonna say it is old, but most pattern paper is old, right? So I don't know. I'll try to wrap your next one in it so you can have a little more. I'll try to remember. How does that sound? And since I have this out, I'm going to use it again. I might, maybe I should think about it a minute, because I have it on another page already, just a couple down. Nope, I'm doing it. I love it. Okay, so when I do this, because there's a crease here, I'm going to fold this in half, and this is just one of those little tips and tricks, and if you already know it, awesome, and if you don't, hopefully this helps you a little bit. So I folded this in half and I creased it with my fingernails. So it's like a really stark crease. See how it's like, you can't even hardly tell where the paper is folded over. Now I'm going to put glue on both sides and tuck this down in there and pull it out to the sides so that it stays in the crease but moves with my pages and it doesn't sort of make like a webbed toe effect. Okay? And I know that webbed toe was probably not the best choice I could have used, but it certainly got the idea across quickly. And I'm still using Yoo-hoo. You. Nancy. Oh yeah, I'm totally down for taking some of your pattern paper. You know that. Oh yeah, that's nice. Looks good. I love these numbers. Can you see them very well on the screen? Look at how nice they are. They're so vintage. Like, I don't even know what font that would be considered, but they are nice. I've been keeping my eye open for a working typewriter so I can make my own, like, typed bits and pieces. But so far I haven't liked the fonts that I've found in the more affordable range. So, which I find disheartening, but the whole point is that I want it to work, so got to keep my eyes peeled for just the right one. Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much for becoming a supporter. I'm so glad to have you. How cool is that there's a notification like that? I feel like such a rock star on YouTube. Like, I'm so serious, it's insane. like a little girl, I'm a giggle. All right, guys, I'm loving where this is going. Really? Rachel said she started getting Instagram ads for custom restored typewriters. I didn't think to look up a restored one, but that makes sense. I should look that up. It's like a company that does it? Oh gosh, okay. 700 bucks? Yeah, that's, I don't know, not today. Not today is that in the budget. You've had ads too, Anna? Probably now that I've said it out loud, I'll have ads also. But that's so interesting. Very, very interesting. I have some pretty vintage Tim Holtz tissue tape. Ooh, it's sold. I can't find the edge. Let's see here. He has the most beautiful, like, vintage. It's really old. Let's see. Handwritings on it. So I think I'm going to use this. I know, right, Nancy? Now we just wait for everything to finish up and we are good to go. Oh yeah. Whew, my tissue tape is getting kind of crusty. It is pretty old. Let's see. Do we like this here? I don't want to cover up those numbers. Okay. Ooh, I don't know what I did. My tissue tape is too old. Okay. Well, I'm not using that. It's not, that's me, because I left it out, like, kind of in the sun, sort of, so. Oh, that is awesome. Is it Renee? That's way cool. Kudos to you, man. I've looked a couple times in the past couple of years, but I miss going to Goodwill. All right, well, you know what? That tape was too old, and I have my newer tape here. I swear, I do use products by other people, but today I'm going forward with my tape. And you know what? Actually, I recently saw my friend Tina Walker kind of, ooh, yeah, look at this. So she kind of bunched up some tape that I had, not my washi tape, but something else I had, a mending tape that I had sent her, and she just kind of scallop folded it over. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, look at how neat that looks when you do that. I was so intrigued by it. If you guys don't follow Tina Walker, I talk about her a lot, but that's because she is so kick-ass. All right, I'm gonna do that. And I need to untack sort of where the sticky is sticking out a little bit. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? I kind of want this piece to come off straight, though. There. Start straight, end straight. How's that? Nice. All right, I like that so much. I'm going to do a little more up here. So, I'm so sorry you didn't say it yet, but I'm gonna say Renee again. Miss West, how was the font? Did you enjoy your font once you figured it out? All right. And I am going to do a little dry brushing over my tape. Oh, and you know what? I need to staple. Oh, I remember. I know the Renee. Okay, I will remember that. Thank you for letting me know. I will try to remember that, but that's how I said it at the beginning, so I should be okay. I know the page is totally better, right? Stapler, oh stapler, where did I leave you? Okay, well, that's what I get for cleaning up a little bit, or sorting, or moving stuff around. That's okay. I don't have to have it. Yeah, it's not in my tool bin. All right. Jeez Louise. Moving on here. You know what else, since I was cleaning up, this is why I shouldn't clean, and I know all disorganized people say this, but I can't find something else that I need either. It's okay. All right. Oh, a regular typewriter font. I gotcha. So it was good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, again, I can't find my stapler, so, you know, washi tape is washi tape. Masking tape is masking tape. Nothing is permanent. So I'm going to, most tapes are not permanent. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm just going to put the ends down with a little yoo-hoo. And then they'll be much more sturdy and they won't flip up at the ends. Yeah, absolutely you can, Janice. I'm going to keep going for another half an hour. I go live from 7 to 8. I try to do it Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube, and on Wednesdays I do it on Facebook. So feel free to rewind right now, and then you can watch the whole thing, or you can finish out the show and then go back and watch the first half, whichever makes you happy. The bunched up tape is really cool. Again, totally stole that from Miss Tina Walker. She's so cool. I'm so lucky to know her and include her in my art friend group. Well, she's a friend too, so. I'm not gonna lie, I have seen the cursive one and I passed it up. I didn't love it. I didn't love it. It was also kind of expensive. Absolutely, Janice. Thanks for asking. All right. I don't have a lot of lighter pages. Most of them get pretty heavy and murky in this book. So I may just leave this like it is. I'm going to get a pencil and I'm going to do a little bit of mark making. Oh, I was going to, I know. I want to dry brush a little bit on the tape so that it's not so stark. Did I show you up close? I did, okay. There, so you can see that a bit better. And then I have a not a brand new brush, but a dry, it's 100% dry brush, like it's not just sitting in water. And I'm just gonna get the smallest amount of gesso on it. And dry brush a little bit on some of this. And it just knocks back that starkness because it's so stark on all that white gesso that I put earlier. Oh, and I haven't shown you, I'm using Liquitex Professional Gesso, and the only reason I haven't shown it to you is because my cap is, I need to clean my cap. So I have to take the cap off. So then I have this giant jug of gesso over here. So sorry about that. If you ever have a question about a supply or material I'm using, just let me know. And I will show it to you, tell you about it, talk your ear off about it. All right, so now, oh, IBM had changeable type fonts, really? That's so cool. It makes me think of the labelers. Remember when they had changeable bits? It was like a little wheel that you stuck in it and it had different fonts on it. I'm sure it was by a scrapbooking company. Yeah, so here's where we are now. And you can see it knocked back some of the starkness that my washi tape has. And here you can still see remnants of that weird leaf that I had there. But that's okay, because it just kind of pokes through a little bit. And I mean, it's shiny a tiny bit, but that's okay. It is what it is. This is resin paper. The door to this house is resin paper. And I realized I kind of covered up the window, but that's okay. My birds are still there. I put a little tiny dry brush over the birds as well. And then I'm gonna get out my pencil and do some work. Some work. Thank you, Anna. Oh, Janice, you had a typing service? Tell us more about that. Yeah, okay. Yes, Lisa. So you should join my, just the regular Mixed Media Arts with DeeDee, Catron, and Wow Studio group. You can post in there. It's totally okay. Just say, I made this piece after or based on the YouTube supporters live from, and put a date. And that's all you have to do. And then you can post. And truly, there are so many members in that group that you'll get more comments. And, you know, you might find more followers for yourself. And yeah, it's totally fine. Absolutely. Just keep in mind that the videos that we'll be doing, just like the Patreon ones, the YouTube supporter videos will be for you specifically. So starting in December, they'll be live just for you guys. And I mean, you pay for that service, right? So don't give that information away, whatever we do in class specifically, but you're absolutely allowed to post in there and say, hey, you know, this is from, like I said, this is from Tuesdays, November 18th or whatever the date, it's the 17th, Tuesday, November 17th, YouTube supporters live. Here's my page. Here's what I did. I loved, you know, the washi tape technique, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, you don't have to go into detail about it. Don't fret if you end up giving a little bit of something away. It's all good. Just that group will be the greatest place for you to post. So that way we're not going back and forth and we have so many groups and different pages and things like that. Does that make sense? Did I talk too much through that one? Sorry. It absolutely is okay to post there, I promise. I think it's the best we can do. That way we don't have so many groups and we're keeping it, like, I don't have to keep everything separate. One of the main things I've been working on this year is streamlining stuff. So for a long time, I kept Wow Studio separate from my artwork, but like, I don't need to do that. Most of the time in my artwork, I'm using something from Wow Studio, and not always, but that's okay too. Like, you know, it now says DeeDee, Catron, and Wow Studio. So it's all good. Thank you for asking. Seriously, that was a way good question. It's important too. And I want you guys to be able to connect. So YouTube supporters, I need to be better about putting links in the description, but when you go live, it's hard. Like, you have this tiny little phone screen to type on when you go live. But so I'll get some copy and paste going somewhere, maybe in my Samsung notes, so that I can put that stuff in the comments, and then you guys can just always have a link to go straight to the group. But yeah, help yourselves to the group. Yeah, Janice, it was. So this, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, and I have been trying to say it frequently, but this book, I taught this book at Stamp and Scrapbook Expo either last year or the year before. And then I did an online version called Bag of Bones, and that's a workshop you can get on my website. After the book is built, I have been going live with Patreon members and building all these pages up. So doing all these different techniques and tutorials and different ways to put pages together and creating focal points, right, Pam? And stitching, hand stitching, image transfers, gold foil, mark making, painting, collage. We've made a suitcase, like all kinds of different things. And it's all been for Patreon members. We are now switching from Patreon to YouTube supporters. So we're doing a month free lives so everyone can get a taste and see. And then my Patreon members can move over seamlessly to YouTube. So this book has been done actually via Facebook Live for my Patreon members in a private group. But if you become a supporter, I am in the process of downloading and saving all of those Facebook videos to be uploaded to YouTube. So right now they have access to a group that has all the videos in it, and then they can go back and watch all of the videos to create all of these pages anytime they want. And soon they'll have access to those on YouTube also. So the answer to your question is yes, but not necessarily in a YouTube live chat. All right? Back to my page. Okay. Man, I love this. I love the, like this. I can't wait to take a detailed shot of this and show you guys, because I'm not sure that you can really pick up what it shows, but just look at this. All of this layered yumminess right here is so good. There's so much texture. And if I tilt it to the side, I'm not 100% sure, again, that you can see it. But I'll post photos tomorrow of how this spread ends up totally. And this will be a detailed shot so you can see, because it is divine. It is so good in there. So good. With my washi tape and all those marks on my washi tape, I'm kind of nervous to start adding marks in pencil. How funny is that? It keeps connecting, but then don't leave me, don't leave me. So I'm live, but I know, isn't that weird? I don't know. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, okay. So you can hear me. Oh, look, okay. Hello. Is that better? Because I was trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, bye, Dina. Tell the kids I said hi. Okay, because we still have 15 minutes. And I'm not giving up my time. No way, Jose. All right, so it's a little zoomed out. I'm going to have to zoom back in. Give me a moment. And it gets really iffy, so just, oh yeah. There. That's pretty good. I think that's where it was before. Sorry about that. I know, like, it's really, so the YouTube Zoom feature, yeah, it might take a moment. Okay. How's the, Anna, did it clear up for you? Mine's clear. You might need to refresh, since it kind of kicked me out and it like stuck on the same thread, which is so nice, but you might need to refresh your page to get a clear picture now, since I left and came back. Did that help at all? Hi, Deb. Are you still blurry, Anna? Well, and I think everybody has, right? So many people are on and doing things, etc., etc. So much is going on now via the internet compared to ever before. Reconnecting. And I was totally boasting about how good YouTube Live is too. I actually do really like it compared to Facebook Live, but the spread is so interesting. I like it so much more now. Okay. So I'm feeling really good about this, and I'm not cutting short on purpose, but we do seem to be having a couple issues towards the end, and rather than sort of fight through them, because it's a good place to stop, I'm gonna stop here. And tomorrow night I'm gonna attempt Facebook Live. I say attempt because not all my lives go really easily. And then Thursday I'll be back here. So I'm gonna cut this now. I'm gonna stop it now. We had about 14 minutes, 13 minutes left now, but that's okay. I'll make it up. I'll be here Thursday. That's a whole extra day. And thanks for being here. Thanks for waiting through while I fixed this terrible spread that was here. Now I'm so much happier with it. Goodbye, guys.